Our topic today is filing bankruptcy and how your income tax refund may be affected when you do file your bankruptcy hearing. After qualifying for a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, the trustee's job is to look for equity in assets that you own. And so my job is to protect the equity in those assets. So one of the assets that the trustee is looking for in order to liquidate in a Chapter 7 is the income tax refund. And so what we do is look at the prior year's income tax return, or if you've prepared this year's tax return already, we will look at that to determine what portion of your income tax refund is actually subject to turnover to the trustee. So how are we to protect some of the equity, if not all of the equity, in that income tax refund? We look at what's called state exemptions. And for example, a couple of the state exemptions that we look at is actually found, two of them are found on page 2 of your income tax return, and that's the additional child tax credit and the earned income credit. Those two exemptions, those two line items on your tax return are 100% protected, meaning, for example, if those two figures added up to $1,000 and your income tax refund was $1,500, the first $1,000 of your income tax refund is 100% protected. That means the trustee could only seek $500 of your income tax refund. Of course, there's other exemptions that we'll look at as well in order to protect the remaining portion of the income tax refund. So the question that I receive most often is, well, if there's an unprotected portion of my income tax refund, should I spend it right away, or do I need to hold on to it and turn it over to the trustee? My advice, it has always been and always will be, that if you are receiving an income tax refund that's definitely unprotected, you will want to file your income tax returns first at the beginning of the year and receive that income tax refund and spend that income tax refund prior to filing for a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Now, the next question that I often get is how or what should I spend my money on? You have to use reason in spending that money. For example, you will want to spend that money on maintenance and repairs. You'll want to spend it on fixing a leaky roof or fixing the engine to the car, or a water softener that needs to be fixed. You don't want to be spending it on getting a new pool or going on a vacation. So you need to not only spend your income tax refund on appropriate expenditures, but you also want to record and keep receipts, canceled checks of how you spend that money as well. And then finally, one of the pieces of advice that I give my clients is when you receive that income tax refund, make sure that it's either put into a separate account at a bank, or you can definitely trace how you spent that money on the items that we just talked about.